I was a stick-up kid. It's the wild folks. Dabbled in the D game a little bit, you know what I mean? We wasn't no drug lord or nothing like that, but I dabbled in the D game. Not proud of it today, but sticking you up was the things I did, and so different man today.
Lyrical monsters and dicky shorts and some tank tops. Flow bout to bounce off you squares quick as a bank shot. Smooth as a finger roll. I be on the same block where niggas got the same guns a tank got. But I ain't got a name drop. Used to keep the thing cocked, still lyrically bang Glocks. Pull up on 24s at the Wayne stop. Back in the day, they made Coca-Cola soda with Yola. These days, niggas on the corner making that cane pop. I was on Atlantic and Willow in 94. Muscle Records put you to sleep on that pillow with grimy flow. 26 years later, I'm still a killer, a gorilla, nigga, Mighty Joe.
Long Beach, California can be very deceptive to the human eye. A city known for its waterfront attractions and palm trees has a dangerous underbelly. One product of the city is JJ Fomby, a notorious former stick-up man and, when active, a member of the Long Beach Insane Crip gang. This is his story, Sand Beneath My Feet, on the Digital Soapbox Network.
My name is Joseph Fomby Jr. Call me JJ Fomby. I'm Long Beach, California. It's my community. Raised on the east side of Long Beach. When I was active, I was part of the Long Beach Insane Crip gang.
You was kind of got a notorious reputation, had one. Loved by many, feared by a lot. When did you catch your, because I ain't gonna ask you about nothing. You know what I'm saying? When did you catch your first case and what was it surrounding?
My first case I called on Elm in Hill.
Elm Hill?
I called the dope case.
You got a dope case?
Yeah, I got arrested by a task force. At the time, in those years, there was a task force that arrested me.
Yeah, I remember those guys real well. they jumped out on you, huh? When I met Fomby 30-some years ago, damn, that sounds just like yesterday, 30-some years ago, and I came out here fresh Ohio and had no money, he had put me up on a hustle. And I said, yeah, that's how we do. They said, yeah, you can make some money real fast. Ain't no reason for you to run around here broke. This whole little area right in here is our little basis of operation right here. They used to crack off over here in the early 80s, early 90s, man. They was jumping off over here. You can't tell now, it look nice and peaceful. It look like a nice and peaceful neighborhood, man. And that's where we was at, holding down court. And this was a spot right here to where we used to get our burgers and stuff over there. We go over there, man, I make my first $200-300, walk over here and give me an order of chili cheese fries. and just had it cracking. See, he's a bad influence. How much time you do surrounding that case?
I was a juvenile.
You was a juvenile?
So I did several months, and then I was back out, and for the good part of it, the coaches and members of the church and the community spoke up for me and got me back to playing, going back to school and playing football.
Old school explosion on the mention lot. We got the whole enchiladas. Bring your Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada. Homegirls and all of your partners. Mario,
I had a great time, great memories here, man. Great memories with guys from different ethnicities, different cultures. And I experienced a lot by playing football here and being in ROTC. There used to be a bungalow right there. That's where we used to go to class for ROTC. So it's like when I went here, it's either you went to Poly or you went to Wilson. And a lot of homies went to Poly, and the rest of us went over here with the Wilson. Me, I used to go back and forth from my cousin and went there, and that homies, I used to go up there and mess around, chase my old lady that I got now when I'm in love with, chase behind her, and just go up there and start some problems. They like, it's the homie.
That's funny, man, how time flies. I remember this place used to look way different, man.
Yeah, man. It was it's different. They didn't spruce it up, but this field wasn't. There used to be Taco Bell right here. This where we used to congregate right here. There was some apartments right here. We used to hang right here. It's a phone booth. We used to kick it right here real thick. And get in our little activity. We knuckleheads on do what we want to do type thing. But man, after the game was going on, the drums going and everybody hanging after the game was over. Then we got the Bruins Den down there we used to hang at.
Let me ask you this: Who was y'all like nemesis back then? Who was y'all like rival?
I mean,
as far as other high schools, Poly.
I mean, everybody wanted to take Poly down. They was a giant, so everybody wanted to take the giant down. But the crazy thing, that was homies. We didn't really have no issue for the homies that's raised with those homies that played over here. We didn't have no real animosity with each other.
Okay, yeah,
you know what I mean. But
for in the same neighborhood.
Yeah. So, but we played football. We smacked them. My team was known for the years I played. We was known for knocking them, and a lot of them triple team and double team, and they didn't cut me no slack. And a lot of them made it to the NFL or went to Division I or Division II, or some went to Division III. But all those guys went to college, and some went to the NFL, and one would play Major League Baseball. So yeah.
Coming up in the 80s, there was a different type of atmosphere, you know what I'm saying, where the culture was, build your reputation, and we in a Crip City, Long Beach, so that's what we did. We built our reputation, you know what I'm saying, and we was, some of the solid ones that's well respected to this day, you know what I'm saying, and Fomby, he was one of them extra ones, you know what I'm saying? You got some homies that's just regular homies, you got some that's just extra. He an extra one, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't no super crip or nothing like that, but when he was coming down the street, you knew who it was, you understand, well respected, and I'm not just saying that, just to be saying that, I'm saying that because that is the history of him, you know what I'm saying? So anybody that you talk to, you know what I'm saying, the verbiage will be the same, you know what I'm saying? So me, coming up with him, we the same age, you understand me? Before we even got into the sports, because, coming up in Long Beach, everything was about, like I say, your reputation, everything was competitive. We ain't had no internet, we ain't had no cell phones where, you try to become a Instagram stars. We were stars physically on the street. You understand? You have to be physical out here. You understand me? No running your mouth. Everything was physical. You know what I'm saying? So coming up with Fomby, he was one of them dudes to where you knew we could walk down a dark alley with no problem. You understand me? No, he ain't gonna bone out. We was the problem. You know what I'm saying?
You think if you wouldn't have got caught up in some of the activities you was in, you would have made it real far?
I think I did pretty well for myself. I know I would have, if I would stayed in college, I ain't gonna say I would have been in the NFL, but I can't say I wouldn't, but
you never know, because you was a good ball player, and the thing is, you never know if you wouldn't have got caught up in activities. Yeah, you just never know. I know you would have been playing college football for sure.
Right, yeah, I did. I screwed that up. I'm in love with the set. In love with the set, man. I was infected with the set.
Everything we did was at a high level. You did what I'm saying? Nothing was mediocre about us, period, especially him. You know what I'm saying? Playing football, you understand me? He had scholarships coming out for football. He gangbang at a high level. He played sports at a high level. He was a student at a high level, for all we can do.
When I met him in 10th grade.
Yeah.
It was at Wilson. I'm fresh from Franklin Junior High. I was hearing about this cat. Oh, yeah, Fomby gonna be coming here. Fomby. I'm like, who is Fomby? When I thought he was a big bully. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought, But he was a solid dude.
You got this thing going on. Evidently, man, you was like on a collision course, man, for a life of crime, man. How did that impact your mom? What was your mom's thoughts with all this, man?
Totally against everything. She wasn't with none of the stuff I was doing. Impact psychologically, it did some damage. And I just now realizing in the last these later years that the impact that it took on her. Mm-hmm. It probably took some years off her. She was alive, but psychologically, I think she trapped in she's so used to me into stuff, doing stuff, getting caught up, to where she micromanaged me today. Mm-hmm. But I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have took her through that. I shouldn't. But my mom was my mom, and I'm my own person. She did everything. Her and my dad, our best is so he rested in peace. They did all the right stuff what parents can do. They clothed me, they fed me. It was just me being a bad youngster. Mm-hmm. Not because I was raised bad. It was just,
Do you think it was more the surroundings, man, just the element that you was in, man, that kind of forced you into those habits?
This is the account that was done many years ago from one of my childhood friends. He's no longer with us. He's leave, and I was active. This is the account that was done. We have different people in this calendar. Homeboys down here, no longer with us. Both sides. Guys went with the poly, some homies went in with the poly. But there's a various of people in here. Auntie, some homeboys, we resting in peace now. There's more, but it's just as a calendar. It's a homeboy. Anyway, he's no longer with us, but he's with us. But a lot of people in here is no longer with us. But so, I'm just showing the different calendars. And then this came about many years after this. This came out of a documentary. And by the same guy that did this, he did this. And I got a little piece in here they did for me. So, yeah. Give y'all a shout out that there's other things we done. That was a long time ago. I used to have to come to school on the bus with this uniform on, and the homies is shooting at me. Not shooting, but talking about jokes, got comments. Yeah. But after a few fights, it resigned. I never really had no problem when I had that on. That they respected.
You know how it be, man. Sometimes the homies be jealous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it was a trip. Yeah, it was a trip to see me with a military uniform on. It was a trip.
Yeah, but I can't picture you being in the military.
Had not things turned out the way it was, that's what I was headed to, man. I actually got my cousin. He went to the Corps because of me. He's a veteran for the Marine Corps. He's a Marine.
You get out of jail the first time. It's not like you can go get a job. It's not like it's too many people looking to hire ex-felons. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So did you feel like that was the only thing you had to go back to, like kind of like in those situations?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. When you come out from off the yard and you got to have a place to live. You're gonna need transportation. You're gonna need food. People, they're gonna look out for you if you got a system of people, a group of people that care and love for you. Mm-hmm. But that's only good for 30 days to 90 days. After that, you start getting off into their pockets, into their bills and their food. You know what I mean? So you got to, a couple times they get them bills and their light bill up a little bit higher than it is normal. They spend a little bit more on food, They sacrifice them their normal day-to-day life. They're gonna let you know, man, you need to get something going. You off in our pocket. So I never wanted to be a burden like that to my parents or any people that love me. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, I'm not at that time, and the old me, like, man, I'm for this. Get the duct tape.
He's an inspiration to the hood, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. For people that think it's all down and out, you understand me, that don't think they got no get back. That right there, he's a perfect example. He's an epitome of get back right there.
I was hearing people talk to me, but I wasn't paying attention to what they was doing. Because I got money, like, you ain't got no bread, why are you talking to me? Now, if you had some money, I would listen to you. In my own head, I thought you was hating. And you know what I mean? I thought you was jealous of what I was doing. I was doing my thing in it, but you talking to me about doing some other stuff, and I wasn't trying to do all that. I'm trying to go from having nothing to 100,000. I'm trying to go from having nothing to 200,000. That's what I'm trying to do. You talking about some square ass bullshit. I was on high control and parole. High security parole, California State high controlling parole, where I would have to see my parole officer, drug test, and I wasn't on no drugs. They still felt that the stuff I was involved in. They like, you got to be on drugs doing this stuff. So I would have to either test, or this vision want to see me. So in the neighborhood I grew up in, I met him on 17th and the Martin Luther King at a car wash. And that's where he would meet you sometimes, this parole officer. And I got over there, and I got a phone call. No, I had a page. Back then it was pages. So I got a page with a code on it that I knew that he was looking for me. So, I was out and about with two of my homeboys in the car. We was riding around through the set, patrolling, doing what we do, and I had to let them know I got to get so my parole officer looking for me. Y'all might want to shake. So, long story short of that, I got over there, and everybody at the car wash was cleaning cars, washing the cars. It was a car wash. And I sat down, I walked up, and I sat down. When I sat down, I looked around at all the car washers. They was driving the car like, man, I don't recognize none of these fools. This is where the action took place at. You know what I mean? If you're from around here, you know this place. You know what I mean? So I just had to come through here. It's the community I grew up in, raised in. You know what I mean? This is a block that we used to frequently visit. Ain't no normal like that no more, but it's changed. All the guys that was cleaning the car was part of the task force.
Oh, wow.
So once I realized in my mind, I had told one of my homeboys to take my keys, go this way. I told him I had some money on me. Told another homeboy to go that way before I even walked up to the place, because I felt something wasn't right. And so when I got there, they was across the street and around up the block, and I was there by myself. And then when I realized these guys are not the normal guys that clean the car up here, I stood up. And when I stood up, I thought I had my pistol on me. And I realized I gave it to my homeboy.
Yeah, probably a good thing to give it to him.
Yeah. I said, man, hold up. I stood up. When I stood up, realized I didn't have it. One of the cops was a wall in a vacant lot. He walked behind the wall and stuck the pistol in the back of my head. And I flinged back, and I was wrestling with him, so they all rushed me. Right there at the car wash and took me down. While everybody in the community that was out and about on that bright sunny day, they watched me go to jail for those robberies. They hit me with, they gave me one, I got one robbery, then when I was down, they gave me additional robberies.
Wow.
They called an ad charge. Yeah, this is like right with the east side, like to me.
Yeah, MLK is a notorious street.
Yeah, before the MLK it was California. It's still California, not in the 6th district. It's only in the 6th district, Martin Luther King to here and to Willow.
You ever notice in every major city the MLK Boulevard is always active? They're crazy, named after one of the most peaceful dudes in the history of Black America, but every MLK Boulevard in the country is active.
Yeah, I didn't know. I never looked at it like that. I know this one. All you do is, if you live around here in Los Angeles County, you looked at the news. You see what's been popping up on the news.
How much time did you wind up getting for that case?
Had to pay the attorney on that case, so I ended up doing what? I got 5 years.
You got 5 years?
Yeah, I took a deal for the one robbery.
Okay.
And the rest of the robberies they couldn't stick to. They tried, and they wasn't my robberies. But how you gonna tell somebody who got a robbery that those ain't your robberies? You know what I'm saying? You can't. Hold up, them ain't mine. That's blah 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 robberies. Or you know what I mean? Or you just don't know who did it. And I couldn't. You can't say that. You got to fight them off.
You got to fight them off. Yeah, you can't put nobody else's.
No, them you.
Yeah.
You know, if they you, they yours. If you did them, they yours. If they say you did them, but you got to fight them off by going to trial and proving that you were not the person of these robberies. Like the places I've been, like Pelican Bay, I was there for a short period of time. out of the new Force. I've been there twice. I've been to Calipatra. I've been to Tachi Max, 4A, 4B, level 4. You understand what I'm saying? I've been to reception centers, Tehachapi, Chino, Delano. Those are reception yards I was on. I've been to Pleasant Valley, level 3 yard. I've been to Avenal. That's where I got released from. Avenal before it went to SNY. The yard I think it was on 5 yard for the went to SNY. I was on that yard. That's where I've been a Perona from. So what I'm telling you is that people that's been on these yards know what I'm saying right now today is that watching people getting killed on yards is a normal. My case was, I was appealing my case. And so you get a pass to go to the law library to fight your case. Try to appeal your case and get out, get the sentence overturned or get some time took off. So I had all my little paperwork inside of I could see through trash bags. So I was coming out, they running yard. And as I'm coming out for yard, they would there's sections like A section, B section, C section. And I was in the cell like, man, I don't feel like going to law library, but I need to go. Let me go. But I always go to the yard because it's just, you need to be on the yard. If you ain't in school or at a job assignment, you got to be out there in that yard. We got to be there on deck, ready for whatever's going to pop on that yard. So I said, well, I want to go to the yard. I want to go to the yard anyway, but I just didn't want to go to law library because I wouldn't have no good luck up in there. But I still wanted to fight my case. So anyway, I jumped up to the last minute, came out, grabbed my stuff, walked out with my section. When I walked out, there was a different. There was a white dude trying to stab a Crip.
Wow.
While he was he was standing by a payphone. And as I'm walking out, now it's outside the door, like the people that's been on the yard or understand what I'm saying, they're going to understand what I'm talking about. They've been through this situation. They know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like 10 police out in front of the building, maybe 15, to pat you down, to wind you down when you get released out the building to go to the yard. So as I came out the building, I got on like they be down to, I'm stripped out. I got my shoes on, my boxers, and my T-shirt. So as I'm walking out, I see these white dudes all in the rotunda, but you ain't supposed to be in the rotunda like that. That's a hallway, and on top is a gunman. They got mini 14s up there. So they walk around, they can see, they can shoot down on you. They can kill you from up there. So as I'm going out to the yard, I'm talking to this comrade of mine. He was a Crip. And as I'm talking to him, I was like, man, why is you right there and all these dudes is right here? Like, what's up, homie? What you doing? He's like, I'm like, man, duck. And the dude was coming at me right there in front of me. So I ran and knocked him. My boy ducked. I socked him, but he had a knife in his hand. And when I hit him, he fell back, and the other boy tried to swing and hit me with his knife. So I dropped him, knocked him out, and the knife slid out. I'm out here fighting these dudes where there's 2 gunmen up there with mini 14s up there. And it's like 6, 7 white boys that were gang members. They were part of the like Nazi lowriders. And they were going at a Crip on stabbing, attacking him. I'm a Crip. At the time, I'm in a part of the stuff. I got to help him.
Yeah.
So I'm jumping. I ain't got my knife on me, but I had to jump in to save the homie, but I ain't got a knife. So I ended up knocking the dude, the knife drop out, and the police rush in. I got the thing in my hand. They spraying and all this stuff is going down up in there. I'm swinging, and all that went down. I'm standing over the homie. He's smaller homeboy. I'm standing over him while he on the ground because they start spraying pepper spray, and it burns. So I'm standing over him. I'm swinging. I'm doing what I do, And they say the police ran in, jumped in and all this stuff. We all down, blah, blah, blah. After that was over and I got to the cell, I could have lost my life. I could have got killed right there. That's the whole thing. Don't got no knife. They got the knives, and the police got the gun.
Yeah, they could have just got the sprayer.
They could handle their business. But it was, I really, like, damn. Just thought, I'm going to go to the library and walk out. Psh, pop, that quick. I could have ran off. I could have acted like I didn't see it, but that ain't in my nature. I couldn't leave a homie like that. I was risking my life to save his life. I'm a vessel. Like I said, I'm just one small entity, but I'm a vessel that I can come back and just, if I can just get one, save one, to not do the things I did, to go down the path I went, the direction I went, I think I did great.
The thing that got my ass from over here, though, one day I was out here and I got greedy, right? I said, fuck that, I was out here, man. Them motherfuckers rolled up right in the thing, and I saw them over there coming to hit a corner on my ass and jumped out. I tried to dip through the alley over there. Some other motherfucker came out and tackled me. You know, motherfuckers like this. They jumped out on my ass. Them motherfuckers took a picture of me, said, we see your ass out here again, you going to jail. Man, I think I had a whole motherfucking zone. I left out that motherfucker and walked home and never came back. I went straight since then. Ain't did no type of crime since then. Went on and finished and had a cool football career and everything else, man, but I didn't go back over there no more.
Man, that was a smart move.
And this
Very
nigga,
smart move.
I think a month later, he might have got caught up in some shit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And I was like, where the farm? Yeah. Didn't nobody know where farm is at when my nigga was gone and shit.
See, what it was is that early in that day, I had a robber, robbed somebody. So I went back and told my one of the players I was to do my stuff with, look, man, look what I got. He's like, oh, there you go. I was like, yep, that's what we got. I threw him some money. And then he was like, oh, man, you should have took me. I said, man, we can run it again. What's happening? I'll be back in a couple hours. Came back, got him, went on the mission. And so, as well, like I say, we was coming back from the first lick, and I saw another one. Let's get this one too. And when I got back, we were leaving. The police got behind us again, and then that's where the high-speed chase happened, going down Pacific Coast Highway. I'm trying to get through the city of Wilmington to get back to Long Beach, in a stolen car. And they got behind us, and I'm telling him to handle his business. I'm driving, like, handle your business. And he's like, what? Man, you better handle your business. I'm talking while we speeding through traffic. We arguing in the car while I'm driving. And he ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing. So then I got to trying to lose him in traffic, and I turned the car going fast, then slow up, didn't know how to make that quick turn like that. And when I turned real quick, the car slid, bumped into another car hit me, flung us up in the air, spun around. Thing just boom, 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 like being a driver, like a dryer. We was bouncing around the car like that, bang, 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 bang. So the car spin it up. We trying to get out the seatbelt, pistols. We got 4 guns in the car. And you look at the paperwork, it's like 4 guns in the car, 3 guns or something like that in the car. And we can't test none of them. Because the car ups up stuff everywhere. We jumping out the car. He go one way, I go another way.
And y'all get away?
No. From that initial car, yes. They had the helicopter, the ghetto bird up, looking for us up in Wilmington. We ain't in our neighborhood. We in a whole nother city. So we, you know what I'm saying? We running, trying to run. I'm running, trying to run in somebody's house. Sock this dude. I remember socking some dude trying to just bolo into his house. But he had kids in there. So when I socked him, knocked him down, I looked, I saw the kids. I'm like, throw him, sling him back to the door and ran back out. So I'm really trying to get away. I'm somewhere, I don't know where I'm at. But I know I got to get back to Long Beach because it's that way. And so I ended up running to another house. There was another lady with some kids. And I was like, I can't go in there either. So I went and got by the trash can and dove up by the trash can, hit up on a gang of cans and trash and threw it over me. Mm-hmm. And somebody, I don't know who it was, they told the police he right there. They had the dog and the police. The dog grabbed on my shoe, pulled my shoe off.
Wow.
And then they drug me out from out the things. So I'm wrestling with the police, LAP, we out there wrestling, like 7, 8, 9 of them, we out there wrestling. That time, I was a little strong there. So I'm wrestling with the police, they take me down, put me in the car. They're like, where the other dude at? I don't say nothing. Ain't no other dude. Mm-hmm. Ain't no other dude. I'm not even talking to them. All they were trying to figure out who I was, where I was from, and what I'm doing over here. Mm-hmm. Where you from? Had me hog-tied. Had me hog-tied. They just want to ask questions. I ain't asking nothing. I'm going to jail. Get the burritos ready. I'm waiting for child. It's over for me. I'm going. They find him in the trash can. He in the trash can with the police. He down the way. It's like a gang of police by the trash can saying, look, we've been out here for a couple hours. We can't find this supposed to alleged another dude in there. They couldn't find him. He started moving in the trash can. He said it was a rat. He told me, he said, it was a rat in the trash can. He started moving around. The police were standing all around the big gondola. Mm-hmm. He in the gondola. They lift the thing up. He in the gondola. I didn't know where he was. And I ain't talked to him plus that. So I don't know where he went. I was like, okay, good. It's just me going to jail. You know what I'm saying? I was shut up until I get a lawyer. And, you know what I'm saying, take a deal and go on, maybe I could beat the case or just get the less time and go on hang out with the big homies. Mm-hmm. That's why I was thinking at that kind of mindset. I was thinking at that time.
In school, like I said, then I didn't see him no more, and I don't know what happened then. He was going through his travels through life, so, then I ran into him again, and I'm like, okay. But he's still the same old Fomby, got a lot of love for this brother. He, like the homie Spit was saying, he solid.
He parked the car right in front of the door of the bank. This is the bank. He pulled up right by the door. And when he went back in the car, I was looking for the guard. The guard had walked around the building. He was rotating around, so it was a guard outside of the bank. And he didn't wait till the guard come back around. So I'm dealing with a guard and I'm dealing with this man. I don't know if he got a gun on him himself. So I didn't get back towards the right in front of the bank, like really, literally in front of the bank he parks. So when he got sat in the car, when he shut the door, I'm on him. From that point, I took the keys out the car and give me that bag right there. And he was like, shaking. He was scared. He should have been scared. It was serious. Mm-hmm. I was serious, and the moment was serious. Mm-hmm. The rest gave me that bag, and the bag was like, what was it, 24,000, something like that, 27,000, something like that, around there. I got to look at the paper, but it was around that amount of money.
So you get away with that?
That day.
Somebody tells them.
Weeks later.
What do you think possessed this man to tell your business? What do you think made him rat on you? Was he caught up in something else?
He got busted. He didn't follow the script. And he was young. And he really wasn't about that life. He wasn't serious as I was. He was more my fault because I was dealing with somebody that I never played with, played on the move like that with, and it was a younger homie. And I thought, okay, he said he really with it like that, I heard this about him, blah, blah. Okay, you really like, okay, I got you, come on. I got something for us to do. It's time to go to work, let's go. And I brought him on. And I took him on another mission, and we got away with the money, everything went smooth. So I thought he was really about it, but he was just the driver. I'm doing all the hard work. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all the hard work, but then when the cops catch him, he went to singing immediately. Man, I got word got word from his people that he told. So now I know the police looking for me. So I'm dancing and dodging and tucking and, And they catch me. When I told you, they called me at the car wash. That's what the detail team was for.
Okay, man.
He's also an inspiration to the hood.
He is.
You know what I'm saying? Because we got, a lot of black folks, a lot of folks from the hood that's locked down, that's incarcerated, that got all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was one of them people who had all day. You understand me? And he came home. You understand me? So it was like when people saw him come home, they was like, if Fomby can come home, anybody can come home. You know what I'm saying? So he was like that inspiration
real talk.
to this day, to where you was a lifer, homie. You understand me? I'm sending these wet 40s, doing the green dot. I'm doing everything, you understand? And the homie, because the photos, and that's my main thing. Everybody know me. No, I'm going to send you some photos. I ain't going to send you 10 or 20. I'm going to send you about 100. I ain't going to write you no letter. You're going to read the story by looking at the letters or the pictures that I seen. You figure out what the hell going on out here.
Constructive Possession, California, LA County, was treacherous. I ain't never heard of none of that stuff in my life. The weed was in some baggies. Remember back in the day, well, you didn't, but there was baggies of marijuana used to be sold. So it was a few bags. So the bags, once weed is bagged up at that time, if you have multiple bags bagged up individually, that constitutes as a possession of sales.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I mean,
I know about the baggies and stuff because so.
I didn't.
So if you get caught like that, they gave you a third strike behind some weed.
Right. What happened was, I can talk about it. I'm not guilty of it. I had a dope house, selling dope. I came up with some dope, some cocaine. I was selling rocks out of the house, and a informant came. Didn't know it was the foreman at the time. Bought some dope from one of my workers. I had a worker. And he was an informant. And he walked back to the police car and told the police, I saw that picture of Fomby. He's in the house. And the city of Long Beach was paying him for all his attempted sales and his sales. Cash. So once he went back and told him that I was in the house, that's when the SWAT team came. And the SWAT team came, kicked the door in, turned out the lights and all that, and they ran in the house and all that stuff. And then I came out. So what I'm telling you is all documented. It's in the court transcripts, it's in the clerk transcripts, and then in the trial preliminary hearing scripts.
So when they went in the house, now it's your third case, right?
Yeah, third strike too.
Third strike. So they just caught you with the marijuana though, right?
No, they found some dope in the house.
Mm-hmm.
But the dope was my dope. That was the dope that the police put in there.
Wow.
I know it wasn't my dope because the dope was yellow. I had white dope.
Mm-hmm.
They showed yellow dope. Where I was, I didn't have no yellow dope. I flushed the dope down the drain. All the dope I had, I flushed. And I locked myself in the bathroom. I pulled the door so they couldn't get in the bathroom. So I cleared all the dope up and throwed it in the commode. And then they kicked the doors down off the hinge. It was a SWAT team. Long Beach police, the SWAT team came in here. And they got me, pulled me out, and they're like, oh yeah, you got the dope. They came with some dope. I'm like, man, I know I'm in my mind. I know that ain't my dope. But I can't. What am I telling to?
That's crazy.
They found the weed. It was like a door consolation prize. They found the weed in the microwave. So just weed. It wasn't even what they came for. They came for cocaine.
Wow. So you fought that and successfully got off with that, right?
Count 1, count 2, yes. Count 3 knew was the possession of marijuana for sale.
The possession of marijuana for sale. So they pretty much took down the giant with a BB gun. Just buying some marijuana.
Yeah. That's what happened. There was rumors that they wanted anybody who was part of that organization, they wanted them off the street. That if you was out here doing your thing at a full capacity, they wanted you off the streets. I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed to tell people I was in jail for.
Yeah, because that's a third strike. How much time did they hit you with?
25 to life.
So you had possession and sale of marijuana, and you got a life sentence for that.
Yeah, 25.
25 to life.
17 years straight on that.
In California.
Yeah.
You weren't in Alabama or Mississippi. No. Right here in California.
I got arrested in Long Beach, California. Went from there to, where'd I go to? Where'd I go? Went to the county, the gang marches, blah, blah, blah. Went through all that. So people, their time with me, they going to see, they going to know, they going to be able to attest to great amount of stuff.
They sending you up the river over BS. 17 years, some cats get out of prison on murder quicker than that. But to strike me out and take my life for that, man.
Well, my guess is that the 3 strikes came out in 94, and they were just eager to start using it on people, and they saw you come and say, hey, we're going to use it on you.
Yeah, basically what he said, even though we haven't had no extensive conversation, he already put it in a synopsis. He right on target. Yeah, he did. He was just right, like, bam, right on target.
Fought it, and then it just, nothing worked.
All the courts, appellate courts, the second appellate court, Long Beach court, Sacramento, state Supreme Court, the federal court, appellate court, all of them gunned me down, everything. They wasn't letting me out. They didn't know why I could wiggle up out of there. I was boxed in. You understand what that means? I was boxed in for real, not for play.
But then 17 years later, you do get out.
I got out because of the law. Prop 36 came in.
Yeah.
Not just that. It was even better than that. I want to tell you some real stuff, right? That's how I know I'm blessed. Without nobody telling me.
Right.
I got sense enough to see this. I got a lawyer. I had no bread. Not for no lawyer. A lawyer popped up, 2 white ladies. About as big as thick as this thing here. One from UNC and one from UCLA. And one of them looked like one of the girls on Little House on the Prairie. Got my paperwork. Sent me a letter. Gave me a phone number. I called her. She's like, hey, whoop the bam, I whoop the whoop. I want to take your case. Right? So I got her and her team. While they was going through that stuff, I was on the 4-yard. I was in a 180. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying but the people watching.
Actually, explain what a 180 yard is for those who don't know.
A 180 yard is you get 1 hour to play. Everything else is you in that cage. Yeah, you locked up. Well, they filed the paperwork with Jackie Lacey down here to the court to re-sentence me. And so when they we went through that process, and she kept, not her personally, but her office. And I'm not, bashing them. I know they're doing a job. So just let me let the record reflect. I'm not bashing Miss Lacey or her staff.
Well, she deserves a little bit of bashing sometimes, though, but go ahead.
So they did the process with the paper, and then they double-backed on me. They wanted to get my C file and look through my C file. It's like all the things you did while you was in prison. Yeah, my C file was jacked up. I'll say jacked up. And y'all know, the ones on the yard know. So I was like, oh man, talking to the lawyer on the phone, on the payphone down in the day room. She was asking questions like, so what have you been doing while you've been in the pen all these years? I was like, trying to stay alive.
Man. Because
they wouldn't let me go, like, you had to, like, basically kiss ass to get in certain kind of jobs. Like, just keeping them 1,000. Ain't there no real niggas in them certain kind of jobs. So if you did get them certain kind of jobs, your ass was out there, and, like, you ain't going to make a year. They're going to bounce you up out there because you ain't getting no information of, you ain't doing certain stuff to stay hanging around. They can't use you. So anyway, long story short, they double backed and got my file. And when they got my file, the fresh 115 on there for fighting one of the young homies on the yard. Got at me sideways, you know what I mean? And one of my homies dead now, but he got at me sideways. I was coming from Canteen. So I burned like $200-something, money in my pocket. He get at me sideways. Come here. I don't holler at you right quick. Boom, I caught that 115. By me, they labeled me as, as a member, and he's labeled as a member. They broke it down like, y'all on some gangbanging stuff.
Yeah.
We're actually from two different sets, but from the same hood.
Right.
So that whole write-up looked bad when the court got that back on the table. It didn't look good at all. Okay. So my lawyer was like, hey, you got this 115 and it's fighting. It's da-da-da-da-da. She said, this don't look good. And you don't have no, really no long history of doing something for yourself. Because where I was at, I was locked up so much that, like I said earlier, they wouldn't put me in no spots. And we on level 4 until I dropped down to the trade yard. And down there, they were still cracking down here.
Right.
Dealing with the north or south or Damus and Keyways or Keyways versus Keyways or other car, whatever activity that was going on the yard. I couldn't move around like that. Yeah. Not me. You did wrong. I got to be on the yard posted with the homies. Yeah. Make sure none of my homies get hurt. You know what I mean? If you don't understand, he don't understand what I'm saying.
I've been there. I know exactly. You ride with your folks.
Yeah. I mean, maybe them gentlemen know, but I'm just keeping it real. Like, so my time was really just in the cell around there, move around, make sure the homies are straight. And when I looked at it, I was like, wow. She said, I really need some help. You need to help me get you out of here. You need to get in some classes. And I'm like, man, I ain't doing this square ass talking about.
Sitting on a 17, you say I ain't doing it?
Yeah, and I sat back, man, I was like, then I watched other lifers that were there. They like, dog, you got opportunity to go home.
Yeah.
Like, man, my shit different than you. They gonna run the process the same way like they run us. Right. They gonna run you. So a couple of G homies, a couple of Keyway homies, and a couple of Damu homies, I done time from Pelican Bay, New Falls, Calipatra. They had dropped down to the drop down. And they knew me, you hit the yard. They knew me from different yards, know you'll get down. So they basically like low-key threw a meeting on me. Like, you need to get your shit together, homie, and get in these motherfucking classes. And I did,
that's know what I'm saying? Talk coming from another dude that's locked up.
Oh, that happens a lot.
Yeah. Right, and I was like, I went and got the little, and then they was like facilitating the classes. Like dudes that been through stuff, that came to talk to me, they was the facilitator all those classes. Gang behavior or what's the other one? AA, NA, and it's got gang prevention. And,
well, you didn't win for everything.
Well, I mean, the homies was in there, so they were like, man, we trying to help you get you out of here. And I went and did those classes and said had something to give to her to take to the court, man.
So did these two women eventually help you with your case getting you released? I couldn't
be sitting talking to this big mic right here. And I want to convey to the viewers that's listening at this, and if I come off like I'm glorifying it, I'm not. You just dealing with a real person, and this is me. And those who know me, they know how I am. I'm just giving it to you raw, just like a fresh kill, like a hyena on a duck, you know what I'm saying, or eagle, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They fresh attack, So this is how it is. This is me. That was how the life I lived once upon a time. And everybody got a pass. And some is worse than others. That's not the correct term to use, but some got bad ones, some got some good ones. But there's a pass and a story to a lot of people. And I'm just having to be the vessel to let people know that you can change. It ain't easy, but you can do it. It can be done. And I've been on this path for quite some time. And hey, it's a blessing, man. I'm thankful. I don't have to worry about a lot of stuff. I can sleep, a lot more better. Still, have my days where I'm like, man, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. You have to fight and got to struggle with it. And everybody got to struggle. So I'm comfortable doing this new me.
He don't have to do that reputation no more because it's solidified. You understand me? He don't have to prove himself. That's why when you talk to people about him, everybody pretty much say the same thing.
We're on 21st and Martin Luther King, going down Martin Luther King. Have you ever, now we make a right here. This is the area where I grew up. We used to do a lot of congregating.
Right here?
Yeah, we call this the street called Salt Lake, and Martin Luther King was in Salt Lake. But the real name we called it was the Swamp. And this is where, like I said, this stuff way bigger than me. Whole lot bigger than me. This used to be a crack. Look, slow down. This used to be a crack right here. Right here, slow down. Right here, slow down. This right here was one of them spots where you didn't want to get caught. But none of the homies, a lot of boogaloo and pop locking and gang violence and normal day living and all that took place over here. Selling dope, weed. This is my grandma used to live in an apartment right there. This is the people house where I've been known for years. This is that's how it is now today. Gentrification is real. Wire Entertainment is a event company that throws concerts.
Okay.
So I'm a part of the company, and we're dealing with artists, we're dealing with vendors, we're dealing with products, merchant, and so I'm learning that field that I never thought I would be involved in, but I got blessed with the owner. Taking a liking to me, and basically called a favor, and he gave me the opportunity to work with the company. Being with DJ Crazy Tune, rest in peace, Dub C, and Big Trade E. They gave me the opportunity to they brought me along and going to different concerts and stuff, and just being with them guys allowed me the opportunity to be where I'm at today. Like Crazy Tune was always fucking with the turntables and doing beats and stuff. And Dub was rapping, and then with Trey D, he was rapping, but he was more banging. So I used to hear them do it, but it wasn't like they think there was no money involved in that. Then I went back to the yard and they did their thing, man. They turned it into money and started making money with it. And like I said, I had no control of none of that. They just went. I was just sitting in the cell or reading about them in magazines and getting letters from them and pictures and stuff from them. They was blessing me, looking out for me. So I was just like, man, they doing their thing. It was the mercy and the grace and the prayers of the righteous. And I got some prayer guys that prayed for me. And my moms and my dad, my uncles, my aunties, my cousins, I got them. They all prayed for me. My church, they prayed for me constantly, still do today. And like I said, it was the prayers of righteous and me just sticking to the code and more the prayer and the Lord blessing me. Yeah. My coach football with my homeboy got a football league. And then I got a homeboy who got a football team in the football league, and he allowed me the opportunity to be a coach on the team and work with the team and speak with the youngsters and he tried to guide them in the best way. And I got another homeboy that worked with the other homeboy that brought me aboard to work with them. And I did, I do it now as those kids have grew up. So I see them in ins and outs in the community. They call me, I stop and shot, they grew up, and I sit down and talk with them piece by piece. There was no cameras or nothing around, it was just doing it naturally, because when I was growing up, there was older brothers in the community who saw me doing my stuff, and they'd be like, hey, what you doing? They need somebody from the church or somebody just out the community. They say, hey, man, what you doing, man? Like, I ain't doing nothing, but I'm doing some wrong. Yeah. And they would say, man, you need to be doing this, man. Stick to football, stay in school, da-da-da-da-da. Do that ROTC thing, man, you know what I mean? And hey, I'm off to do what I was doing.
You off back to the races.
Exactly.
And sitting at home and they looking at these guys, they're rapping about this, they're rapping about that, but they're not really living that life, man. Do you think that's a detriment to our kids today?
Yeah, it is. I hate to be the one to say that, but I don't want to go too far into it, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. Don't get caught up in the hype. Don't look at this TV. Don't look at your iPad, the YouTube, or Snapchat, or Instagram, and really bite into that, man. Because once that's over, You can go eat your chips and cookies and do what you want to do, but if you really take that life and try to live that life, I ain't guarantee you're going to make it that far. You might die. Your chances of getting killed is high.
I'm a phenom, verbal lyrical terror. The sci-fi star spitting, have them turn their heads like the Exorcist. Last draw, 10 stepped in big hole in your sombrero. Boss heavy metal, and I move them like Magneto. They gas high octane, well I'm molded off the diesel. Spit ultra race, contact disintegrate the people. High commodity, like Jordan flights. Time to get endorsed by Mike and press the first Jordan mics. I'm a beast, baby. Greatness and bands my DNA. Knock them off, Holocaust, souls and careers float away. This is my time. H1 only seems to get better. With great, I only seem to get cheddar. No competing, we obsolete. All reasons omnipotent. Omnipresent, my spirit lingers any place I've been. Mammoth the barbarian, harder than Conan and Samson. Hercules, these verses be like gods to the average. Damage on sight, off top of written. Like scriptures, gon' either give you the strength or conviction. Water faucet, even when off, I'm still flowing. Hot or cold, one flick of the wrist, then the explosion. Giving heavy doses, leave them addicted and fiending. Like sleep thinking of a bitch, don't wake me, I'm dreaming. I'm a perfect storm, I'll be the only survivor like Wahlberg. Even if the ego Titanic, it still get stuck, I'm the iceberg. King Willie, like David and Caesar. Be the greatest happiness is Christ, so you must pay for the feature. Only talking to my pupils, love being a teacher. This number after the dial, the best time for me to reach.
Like a Polaroid, I'm shaking you till you get the picture. A hitman routinely employed to leave your frame disfigured.